Good morning everyone, I am Dhananjay Kumar and I am an MVP on connected system. In this learning video I am going to show you how we can create a basic REST service. To create a basic REST service, just go ahead and open your Visual Studio and create a new project. From the WCF tab, select WCF Service Application Project Template in Visual Studio 210, and if you are using Visual Studio 2008, you will be getting this WCF Service Application Project Template inside the Web tab. So just go ahead and create a WCF Service application. You can see that WCF has created some default code for you. Go ahead and delete all those default code which got created by WCF because we really don't need that from your service implementation class and as well as from your contract also. We don't need any data contract because purpose of our video is to show you how we can create a very basic REST service. Now what all you need to do is that I have a string get data. It would be taking integer value. As you know, in REST service we cannot pass input parameter any type other than a string. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to modify it as a string. Fine, it will be returning a string to us. Now we need to construct this using webget. Fine. Let me increase the size of the font for you so that you'll have a better view of that. So what I'm going to do actually in this video is that I'll be creating two operation contract. In one operation contract or in one method I'll be constructing the URI for you, and in other method we won't be constructing any URI. So the method where we are not constructing the URI, we will be accessing that particular method through REST service using their function name, using their method name. And on the other method where we are constructing the URI, we will be accessing that method with the URI which we are constructing. So let's go ahead and make it 60 for you. Fine. Now I'm giving get data is using method name, something like that. Fair enough. And the other method which I am going to create, as all we know that in REST service everything is a resource with a unique name, unique URI, and that unique name is called URI of that particular method. And let us say get data is using URI, just say URI, and it will be taking a string 2 and value. Fine. And here you change this to only method. Fair enough. Here I'll be constructing the URI. So URI will be URI template equal to, let us say, get data. And then since we have a parameter in this, if you see string value, we need to give exact same name here as the second path of our URI, and make sure since this is a parameter, it should be in the curly braces. Fine. So we have constructed the URI. So we are going to access this get data using URI with the URI base address /get data and /the value. On the other hand, this particular method we have not constructed, so I'm going to access it using the method name and question mark, and I'll be passing value input parameter as value equal to the value what we want to pass. Now go ahead and implement this service, implement this method in our service class, and here you are, just make it as a public, just give the default codes, and here you can return, this is a method name, right? Return value I am returned by method name. Fair enough. Go ahead and implement the other method which we have, this one, and make it as again public and say value plus IMTU returned by URI name. Fair enough. Now since all we know that to implement a WCF REST service, we binding available to us is web HTTP binding. So there are three ways you can create a REST service. The first way is that you can configure the endpoint here in your web.config. The other way is that you can configure the webpoint in a host in a console application and host your service in a REST service in a console app. I'll be showing you that demo in further videos. And the third way is that you can rely on the factory classes which comes with WCF. So what all you need to do is that if you are using Visual Studio 2.10, just go ahead and comment service hosting environment line, and if you are using Visual Studio 2008, then go ahead and comment all the endpoint configuration. Make sure that your metadata is not get enabled, because it does not support the metadata. So here I have commented this. Click on your service file and open view markup. Fair enough. And here you have something called factory equal to system dot service model dot activation dot web service host factory. Fair enough. System.service model dot web service host factory is a class which comes with WCF, which allows you to create a service. If you want to see this class, just go ahead. In your class here you have system.service model dot web. You can see this class here, system dot service model dot activation dot web service host factory, right? We are just using this class over there. Fine. Now up to this point we have created our service, we have created our contract. Here we have created our contract, and in the contract one method we are constructing the URI for this particular method, and for the other we are not constructing the URI. So we are going to access this method using the method name itself. Then we have implemented this these two method over here. Then we configured the endpoint for REST service using the factory classes, web service host factory class, which comes as a part of WCF. Now go ahead and run your service. Running in WCF test client. Actually really I don't want to run it in WCF test client. I want to run it in the browser. So for that what I need to do is that just run it again. Oh sorry, just give me a moment. Go to Search and Explorer, right click on your service file and click in view in browser. Here you see that endpoint not found. So now if you go to your methods, you can see you have a base address dot get data slash value. So you can access this get data using URI using base address slash get data slash value. So how you can access is that just open the notepad. I'll show you. Format font. Let's take it 28, and now if you see our base address is .sbc up to here, right? Just go ahead, this is your base address. Now to access this you have given get data slash value, right? So go here, get data slash any value which you want. Let us say I'm giving value Dhananjay. So Dhananjay is the input parameter, input for the string value. Now go ahead and copy paste this in your browser you can see that we are getting Dhananjay am returned from URI name. Here we are using this method to call get data slash Dhananjay, and here the get data slash value, which we constructed the URI. But other method, get data using method, we have not constructed the URI for this, so we will be accessing this using the method name itself. So for that, what we need to do is that this is our base address, right? Then the method name, exact method name you need to give here. The method name is get data using method, question mark, the exact parameter name you have to give here, value, and then something, let us say Dhananjay. Now go ahead, copy it in your browser, and you can see Dhananjay I am returned by the method name. What I am going to do is that if you change this value to value 1, not the exact parameter name which you have given in the method, you can see you are not getting the value which you are passing as input parameter. So you need to make sure that the parameter name and the name you are calling through the URL must be the same. So here we are done. In this video I have seen you that how we can create a basic REST service and can access them using the method names or using the URI name. Thank you so much. Looking forward to meet you again. Thank you.